I've been heartened and disheartened this week by the federal court decision that the foster care system in our state has to change. Disheartened because it's so dysfunctional. It's so broken. U.S. District Judge Janice Graham-Jack said that the system puts roughly 12,000 youngsters in poorly supervised environments where they are often subjected to terrible and irreparable harm. Although the Department of Family and Protective Services acts with good intent, the system is underfunded, understaffed, and poorly managed. The system is, she says, broken for all stakeholders, including DFPS employees who are tasked with impossible workload. Most importantly, though, it is broken for Texas's permanent managing conservatorship children who almost uniformly leave state custody more damaged than when they entered. This has to change. Getting this right is one way that Texas can act in love toward children whose parents are unable or unwilling to love and care for them as Mary would. And every time a foster parent steps forward and says yes to that child, and you can, this is Mary saying yes to God again. But then there was the story of the 800 or so undocumented immigrant teenagers who were being sent to camps and retreat centers for temporary shelter in Ellis and Rockwall counties. They were going to these places because they were prepared to receive them until they can be processed, and we don't know exactly what all is going to happen. But one of our members, Christine Wicker, and I were talking about this. We were both watching TV about this story, and she was saying that the thing that struck her most is when one of the men who owns one of these camps was speaking about receiving these children. He says, "We want them. We want them all." And she said, he must be a person of faith. He must be a Christian. And sure enough, he is. Because, see, this is how Christmas gets into you. This is what happens and makes all the difference when the story of Christmas changes you and makes you open to receive vulnerable children.